My name is ADESINA YINKA ABEEB, a Microsoft Office enthusiast, graphic designer, and web developer, and a young Nigerian with a strong passion for woman development. In the previous years, I had trained young individuals and adults on how to make use of Microsoft Office packages. Among them, Lugacity Optimal Solution, where young people in Osun State benefited from the free training. I spent several years as an instructor at Brainbuilder IT firm, teaching adults and children on how to use Microsoft Office, CorelDRAW, and Photoshop. In having years of experience and coaching experience working with both adults and young people, and with less or more of my skill in this field for many years, I could say that not just as a professional but as a mentor and a teacher. Get Yinka Abeeb on board if you want an experienced instructor with a keen eye for detail and elevated moral principle. In a class of 100 physical presence, for every instructor, there is always a strategy to use, but single-handedly a theory and research. Model learning is necessarily required of myself as an instructor. There is something we call analysis. This is how the lesson will be taught down in order for better understanding. It is also necessary for me to know who my learners are, what learning domain does each of them possesses, is he affective or cognitive. As it is widely known in the world today that there are a lot of digital skills out there like Microsoft Office productivity tools, graphics, and etc. The question is, how do I carry training along? Do I use a simple tool in line with my learners' domain of learning, or complex tool? Which is the best tool to use in order to aid development? Strategy I will put in place is engaging the beneficiary by giving the instant prize for question and answer, making the use of Microsoft PowerPoint for presentation to aid the teaching and learning. How do I engage my learners? It is my duty as an instructor to implement the policy to make use of, because without an apprentice, there is never a boss, and without a learner or student, there is no instructor. How well are my method affected my learners? In the range of 100%, are my learners affected positively by 70% or by a whole of 100%? This is called evaluation stage. How do I tutor my beneficiary in accordance to their age? 10 to 18 years. It is mostly important to make use of virtual art method. What I see, I remember. According to psychologists, design in the best way to understand for teenagers when we introduce a method of image and virtual art. 20 to 30 years. As we age, so we advance. A method of theory and research is introduced in this circle. I teach and engage my students into solving internet and teach more of simultaneously way to which Microsoft Office productivity tool can be benefited from. 35 to 50 years. This is stage we call interactive and learning stage. The instructor is also a learner, and the learners are instructor, because knowledge is shared skillfully and ideologically among us. But no matter how good a student is, he will lag a minute behind his teacher. And this is why I introduce a method I open to group task projects, a method whereby a learner task his fellow learner or compete. In conclusion, it is always good to make one student competitive because it yields good results beyond excellent trial. Thank you for listening.